All right, I know that I've bored you with how much I really like Buc-ee's gas stations to a point where you're really tired of hearing about Buc-ee's gas stations. So, yay, this one's not about Buc-ee's gas stations. This is going to be a long video because I really enjoyed shooting it and meeting people. I'm going to tell you all about Buda Place RV Park. Here's the map. And that's me, way down here in the corner, because it has to be put way in the back. And so they put me down here right next to the lake and the dog park. So anyway, this is Buda Place in Buda, Texas. As I said before, it's spelled B-U-D-A, but it's pronounced Buda, as if there's a W behind the B. Don't know why, but there is. I like this place a lot. So I took a I took a walk around the periphery. And the following videos are just all about it. They've done a beautiful job here. They've only been opened 14 months. And I expect they're going to plant some trees and stuff like that. That'll be really cool. I had a ball up at the office talking to a gentleman who could tell me all about how they built it. And they've done a magnificent job. Their RV spots are huge compared to other RV parks. And the permanent party here is well kept. Everything's well kept and no trashy spots. I'm really impressed with this place, and the people have built it nicely, and the swimming pool's absolutely gorgeous. And the dog park is the best I've ever seen, and the recreation area up at the amenities area is really neat. You could have a really neat party get together there. So anyway, the following videos have absolutely nothing to do with motorcycle maintenance. Stick around, I'll get back to that in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, this is a neat RV park. Have fun seeing the videos as much as I had fun taking them. This is a very nice RV park. The RV spots are quite large, so it's really nice. This is a little platform down here at this end of the lake, and up here are a series of Airstream trailers that they rent out, transients or living in. There's my rig up there on the hill. So I'm going to walk around this. Lake and go up to the other end where they have the amenities. We'll get a little bit of video up there. Okay, now this is a dog park that is a serious dog park. I mean, a dog could have fun in here. You have a dog who wants to chase a ball. This is the nicest dog park I've ever seen. I mean, a dog could have fun here. Heck, so could the dog owner. Okay, so that's kind of cool. All right, I'm still down here at the lake. This is a huge amount of cement right here. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the dam. It has to be this big and strong for the water. I would say so, to form the lake. That must be the overflow right there. Yeah, so that's what it is. This forms the lake, and that's the overflow just in case. Isn't this neat? All right, let's walk. This is right next to the park. It looks like it is a lumber mill, or possibly was a lumber mill. Isn't that cool? Things you'd just love to explore if you could. Isn't that something? And that's a tiny house. Tiny house, isn't that neat? Transportable, rollable. Boy, it looks tall. Isn't that something? This is a row of permanent party. All right, the stream comes out from under this hill, fills up the lake. That's the Gazinta right over there, and the Gazauda is at the other end. So I'm about a little more than halfway around the lake. I'll zoom in on this because it's kind of interesting. Oh, very helpful. Isn't that nice? Let's go up the hill and take a look at the amenities up here. Well, there's another tiny house up on the crest there. I wonder how they ship them, I wonder how tall they are. I don't know, they seem very tall. Very tall. Get it in the camera, Frank. Okay, coming over here to the amenities. This looks like they could have barbecues and cookouts and dances and concerts and get-togethers. Isn't this just neat? Got misters all set up. I'll tell you, have something going, a little bit of rain comes in, you got yourself covered. Isn't this nice? You can have a nice get together here. I mean, you could have a wedding here and have a reception here. Isn't this something? Let's walk up the hill. Nice fire pit over there. Sit up there and watch the flames and talk to fellow RVers. That's one of the nicest things about RVing. Once you're sitting down at a get-together, nobody knows whether you rolled in here in a two-man tent or $1.5 million Class A. It is very ecumenical. Everybody's equal. Everybody wants to know where you've been, where you going, are you having a good time, what should I see when I get there? I love the fire pit in the evening with the other people. This is the pool area, and they must have had a really good architect design this because it's one of the prettiest pool areas I've ever seen. Just lovely. Got a hot tub and a pool. And then this is the office up here. Ladies and men's restrooms. Got a drink machine over there. Apparently this gentleman didn't pay his camping fees. So I'll be sure to pay mine. This is the office, and this is a sort of a gathering place here. Storage. You are beautiful. Isn't that cute? You've only been here about, they say 14 months or so?
We opened March of 23.
Isn't this nice? Look how comfortable this is.
So 18 months, basically.
You can come back here and kick back and relax. It's just gorgeous. Everything you've done right. I can pick on things, and there's nothing here to pick on.
Oh.
Let me tell you. I'm a Aries engineer, you know, I'm perfectionist, and doggone if you all didn't do it. You must have had a great landscape architect design that pool area, because it's gorgeous.
We chose everybody very carefully.
It is lovely. It is lovely.
Come back and interview the manager. Her name is Amber.
I met her a little while ago. Say hello to about 1,800 people.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to Buda Place.
Buda Place. Huh?
Buda.
I know. How do you all slip a W in there?
I don't know. It's kind of like, I grew up in Boston. So Worcester, Mass.
Worcester.
Is Worcester, Mass.
Is Worcester. I've been there.
Yeah, right. Worcester, Mass.
Worcester.
You got, are you from here?
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
What do you have over there?
Saguaros. The cactus saguaros is really saguaro.
Okay.
And a whole bunch like that. And
Isn't it crazy, the names?
Yep.
So this is Buda.
Buda.
Kyle. There's Slaughter, or you can call it Slaughter.
Really, it's not Texas John Slaughter?
Texas John Slaughter. It's probably what it's named after.
Okay.
It could be.
I'll be darned.
I couldn't say.
And they pronounce it what?
You can pronounce it Slaughter or Slaughter.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. There's an allergy specialist in Austin who his name is Dr. Slaughter. Dr. Slaughter in his commercial will say, you know, a lot of people make fun of my name, and you can call me Dr. Slaughter if you'd like. Because obviously, you know, he's doing the deviated septums and
Okay.
all the things that involve invasive, in the nose, throat.
Anyway,
I could just talk about it for no.
I'm very.
It's beautiful though, isn't it?
It's lovely.
We're a small crew, but we do the best we can with what we've got.
Yeah.
But we're very fortunate to have a well-built, well-established park. So from a maintenance perspective, that's nice. I'm not chasing sewer lines. I'm not chasing electrical surges.
It was all done right the first time, and it's not that old, so it's up to current code and expandable in the future.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Plenty of space.
How long did it take? How long did it take to fill up that lake?
I couldn't honestly tell you that. I know it was put in by the engineers.
Oh, so you didn't build it for the resort?
No, we did not.
You built around it.
It was here. This was a cattle pasture.
Okay.
That's what this is. The barn was where the cattle were slaughtered.
Ah.
You can still see the chutes, and then there's a door, the big rolling door on this side.
Okay, now you're talking about the old building down there?
The one that's right there, the big building.
Yeah.
With all the
wood and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, so where we hold events and such.
Oh, in there. That.
The big one.
Oh, this.
The
I
big
looked at
barn
that
down
and,
there.
and said, that looks like someplace you could have a real nice wedding reception.
We had a party just on Labor Day.
Is that right?
It was a good turnout. It was a lot of fun.
On the other side of the lake, on the other side of the property, in other property, there's an old abandoned building down there that looks like it might have been a lumber yard or a sawmill at one time.
Oh, you're talking about all the stuff that's outside?
Yeah.
The rock and stuff?
Yeah.
It could have very well have been. The people that live,
Well, hello.
hi baby, the people that live right next door owned this.
Oh,
And there was an old house on here, and I mean you could do the Google Earth and look at the changes. I think the most recent Google Earth is when there were no roads and they were still putting the plots in.
is that right?
Yeah, we had a wet year. So last year, unfortunately, the landscape, you can imagine, the very first year you've graded all the ground, you've upset all the weeds. So we seeded it, and then the summer was brutal last year here.
What was it?
Oh, it was 100 degrees for us,
Oh, yeah.
mind you.
Okay.
I know Arizona.
Hey.
I man, it's always
121.
hot. Yeah. So you're like, that's a cold front.
But it's dry, and this is totally different.
Yes. And we had a brutal summer. I think it was the second hottest on record. I mean, how do you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, and then we had the driest summer.
Wow.
So this year we've had 6 inches of rain. They call summer June to August. That's what they consider summer in their records here. So we had like 7 inches this year. We had 1.5 inches last year.
Oh.
We had, I couldn't even tell you how many days over 100 for us. And the humidity is bad.
I heard you all only have 2 seasons. It's
Hot or cold?
winter and construction.
35.
35.
They've been working that since long before you and I were born.
35 beat me to death.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah.
What do y'all have, 10 through there? What do y'all have going through there, 10?
Width of my rig?
No, the highway. What is the interstate going through Arizona?
Oh, I-17 is vertical and I-10 is
Is it as bad as
horizontal.
this thing?
No, God, no. Arizona roads are bad, but nothing that I've ridden on as bad as 35 coming down.
I grew up here. I moved to Lockhart, which is over here, 37 years ago. Or 51, 38 years ago. I was 13. And I grew up in none of this. And I'm talking about on 35.
Yeah.
None of that existed.
Yeah.
Here in Buda, not Buda,
With the W in there.
Buda, right down the street, there's a rock building. It's a Pinball's Arcade. That was a truck stop. Dorset's 221 truck stop.
Is that right?
Across the street was a bank. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else. No bridges.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's just a U-turn. The roads were two-way.
Yeah.
Because I was a medic for many years, and we used those roads. Kyle had a Dairy Queen, which is still sitting there off of 35, and a bridge that went over, and it was nothing else.
Wow.
Nothing until probably, I think it was 2006 or 7 when it started growing. And then we just got Costco in Kyle, which of course, you know how that is.
Yeah.
That's like a hornet's nest. They just, so. The problem that we run into here in Texas, and I'm sure you have the same problem in Arizona, is water.
Well, you
You put so many people in a small area. We have an aquifer that runs underneath us.
yeah.
You could only pull so much.
Really? I mean, with all the rain you all get
This year.
this year.
But keep in mind how many people they're pulling from it. So you have San Antonio's 60 miles away. Austin's 1.5 million.
Oh.
And then Metro's probably 1.75 million.
Oh, you look at all this green and you just don't even think about water.
You don't. Yeah, but if I were to show you pictures of last year, you would.
I'd think about
You
it.
would think it was a different place. You'd think you were in Arizona.
I'll be darned.
It's beautiful though. But I won't keep your time.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for telling me all this. This is
course.
cooler than heck.
Thank you, and tell your friends I said hi.
All right.
And what's his baby's name?
This is Stumpy, or
Come here,
Spunky,
Stumpy.
depending on my mood.
Hi, Stumpy.
He's a good puppy. He's just a happy pup.
I have 2 Chiweenies, and he kind of looks like one of them.
He's a good traveler too.
Is he a Chiweenie?
I have no idea. I just adopted him about 3 months ago.
He looks like a Chiweenie.
Well, okay.
I mean, he does. I mean,
Cool.
they do so many designer dogs now
Yeah.
that you can't really tell what's what.
Yeah, he was a rescue. He's about 8 to 10 years old, and I figure I'll have him a couple of years. So, thank you. I'm going to shake your hand.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
You have a great
Appreciate
day.
it. All right, I'm going to finish my tour. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Feel free to wander wherever you'd like.
Okay. There you go. Entrance. Good impression from the get-go. That was fun. I enjoyed the heck out of that. Hope you did too. This is a Cherokee timber roll, and it's by, let's see that, Mini Loft, Cherokee Timberwolf. I'm gonna have to look that up and find out more about it. Isn't that impressive? It's got an upstairs and everything. Isn't that something? Well, I'll tell you what, they're not hardly a mini house anymore. These suckers are big. Got a nice porch on it. Sit on the back of that while it's being towed. It's like being in a train car. Isn't that something? I wonder how tall that thing is. Wow. Let's walk down the hill to where I have my rig. That must be the school who's got the football field that I was mentioning. This is going to be a long video. This is the high school we saw the football players playing this morning. It's an interesting school. Interesting architecture. Whoa!